Damage is awesome.
I'm like
So
one player in the.
do we have a James character somewhere in Roll20
Oh.
or D&D Beyond? Okay. So you know that you can use my. I think I invited you all to D&D Beyond campaign, right? So you can all create characters there. Probably.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Okay, so I'll send you the link. Probably it's only the basic rules or the. Yeah, I don't think you can use any special rules there. But if you simply set up your character sheet with the basic attacks and stuff, then if you are gone for a session or two, then we can wing it. Or you can fill it in Roll20, whatever you feel more comfortable.
Yeah, I don't know. How do you on D&D Beyond? Do you roll just like in Roll20 if you click on an attack, for example?
No, I don't need to auto roll. As long as I have the basic like numbers, I can simply roll here.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
need yeah. So I'll send you after the game. I'll send you a link there. If it works for you, great. If not, you can fill in Roll20.
Yeah, he does have a character sheet on Roll20, but I don't know if it's updated. I can't see it. I can just see it's there.
Yeah, we can't. We don't have access.
Oh yeah. Mm.
You don't have access?
Not to James.
Oh, not to James.
Yeah.
We can't edit it or use it.
Our own character sheet, of course.
Oh, he is not updated. Is I'll edit to all players. Paladin 3. I think we are 6th level now or 5th level. 6th level.
6th level.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not. It's definitely not updated. Okay.
I'll see if he emailed it to me a couple of sessions ago. When last time he wasn't here, I think he might have emailed it to me.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so in our last episode, you basically managed to unite after avoiding the frost giant Berlamir. He was this frost giant shaman who tried to torture a dwarven princess, trying to discover the secrets of Thornhold's defenses. There was a big map with pins all over it. He tortured her. You managed to rescue her and query and change the order of the pins just before you left the room. And you have met with your friends, with Aline and Galen, I think, was with her, and with an elf named Peleus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Peleus was on a mission to rescue a Treant who was also a prisoner on the ship. And you have agreed to try and work together in order to maybe use the Treant as a diversion, using its power to animate tree trunks and make them into sentient trees. And you know that there is a lot of loot that the frost giants kind of pillaged from the Sword Coast. You saw piles of dirt and rocks and ore and also tree trunks that they've taken. So maybe that's the way to create a diversion. You also sent a warning to King Sharrak Stoneshaft. Apparently Ridnora, his daughter, the dwarf that you've rescued from the torturer, had a sending stone. And you have used it to alert the king, and hopefully he will alert the Waterdeepian government that the frost giants are on their way. They basically believe that what's his name? Harshnag was smuggled out of their ship to Waterdeep. But you know that your plan was to smuggle him to Baldur's Gate. So the Remorseless is on its way to Waterdeep. You are together in your secret room. You have spent I think a night there, as healing. And this is where we stopped last time. Correct me if I'm wrong. Am I missing something?
That sounds right.
Yep.
Sounds about right to me.
Okay.
So Pelias has kind of spent the night and thought a little bit about his like druid training, I guess. And yeah, so I might have a better plan to escape the ship actually. So I remembered I have this spell called Water Walk, which makes us all walk on water, including the tree end. So I mean the big problem we had was that the tree end would just float or something, but it can walk.
How long does it hold?
Let me check. I think pretty long.
Yes, and you do have a submarine kind of dragging behind the Remorseless.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
By
the
the way,
other thing.
I'd like to do like a check, an investigation check to make sure that I know how to get out of the ship once we want to run out with the submarine.
Okay, so you want... Yeah, so what check are you... Like,
I don't know. Is it like a wisdom, intelligence, investigation? I don't know what check would I do to
make sure that you can... What?
that I can fire the submarine up again and get us all out of there if we want to go with the submarine.
Oh, okay. Great.
So it lasts an hour and I can cast it on up to 10 people.
Okay.
So
Is it specific as to like humanoids or like, can you cast it on a plant?
this spell grants the ability to move across any liquid surface. Up to 10 willing creatures. I think creatures would include a tree end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But would an hour's walk take us to Neverwinter?
You are... so it's like 2 days sailing with the Remorseless to Waterdeep.
Okay.
Yeah, sailing. We can't walk faster than the ship, I'd assume.
Yeah, probably not.
No, but we can sink the ship.
Look,
Maybe.
like tree ends are pretty strong, right? We could wait until we are very close to Waterdeep, and then we can wait until like the Waterdeep defenses are attacking the ship and everything, and we break out of here, probably destroying a bit of the ship by escaping with a giant tree, and then we are standing on the water next to the ship and like can destroy it some more.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds risky.
Yeah, sounds like
I
us.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of disembarking from the enemy ship while they're engaged in battle with Waterdeep. Like, the Waterdeep Navy is probably not going to differentiate. They might see us as spies, or
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I
But
do have
we can
my...
communicate in some way, right? You guys just
I'm connected in
believe
Waterdeep,
us?
but
Yeah, that's if your people are there. So am I. We've also got the dead body of a noble from from Waterdeep. But would you believe us if we came off that ship?
Well, I
who's it,
mean,
that noble?
Do we actually have the body with us?
That's a good point. I don't know. Where did you die?
I don't. He
Oh,
got
yeah.
blown up in the water.
That's right. I've
So
got
there
just like
are
a finger.
parts of him like floating around in the water.
Which noble is it?
it would be
Oh,
very
yeah.
obvious if we were
Keenan's last
attacking the
character.
ship.
Keenan's old character, yeah.
Oh, right.
The brave wizard with the two-handed sword. Some would say foolish instead of brave, but no. We are his
No,
trusted
very
loyal
brave.
companions.
So
And we
Red
will
Nora,
betray.
Red Nora looks a bit worried when you mention dead nobles and stuff, and she asks, "Well, you haven't told me, what are you doing here exactly?" Well,
We'll be the ones to ask the question here.
I thank you for rescuing me, but at least tell me, who are you working for? Are you here on behalf of the Waterdeepian government or something along those lines?
Partially, but
Wow.
we're mostly here investigating the giant threat that's plaguing the north.
Oh yes, so you've come to
Yeah, we're
the
just
right place.
just a group of just a group of concerned citizens.
Yeah.
We're like a neighborhood watch, so to speak.
So how about my plan to go down the drain?
Mm-mm. No
We want
thanks.
to hurt this ship, so we give Waterdeep more of a chance to survive attack.
But we have noticed my father, he will immediately contact the Waterdeep government. He's a close friend of the Open Lord.
Will that be enough?
Well, he will send a convoy to deliver my message, of course, and then he will probably send agents to seek me in the waters.
How long would the convoy take to get to Waterdeep?
Well, we guess they have to collect 80 dwarfs, prepare the ceremonial armors, and then they have to make the flags. There will be marching drills and cannon. They have to prepare the gun, the smoking powder. Then, of course, they cask the ales. They prepare a lot of meals, packaging tents. The travel from Thornhall to Waterdeep is 1 day, but for dwarfs it's like 25% more than that, right?
So your father can communicate with you over like 100 miles with magic, but he can't find a way to get a message to Waterdeep?
Oh, well, it's a magical stone prepared by dwarfs. This is completely different to how humans conduct their business, like with contracts and entourages and meals and, well, you know how
So the
it is.
answer is no. So the answer is no. He's not going to send a message to Waterdeep.
Yeah. Okay. On
Okay,
second thought,
so-
you can send him another message. Tell him to forget about it.
Yeah, don't bother.
We got this.
So I mean, personally, I'm not worried about Waterdeep. I think they're going to destroy this ship. I think their masked lords alone could destroy this ship, let alone their entire.
Yeah, but probably at a very high cost, I'm guessing. Wait, Ryan, we lost you.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, "Yeah, I'm not worried about water."
Yeah,
So, yeah.
Got into the submarine and just vamped out.
I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Famous last word. I'm not
Yeah.
worried about Waterdeep. Poof.
Well, I'm
Okay,
worried about water
if he comes back, I think I'd like to do the investigation while he's away.
Okay. good.
I think Eileen. I don't know what Eileen wants. I don't know if she wants to help with the treant or head back to Waterdeep and prepare.
Okay, I got a 17.
Somebody
investigation.
somebody convince me.
So with a 17, you believe that you know how to kind of manipulate the controls and use the submarine to get your friends out.
Okay, cool.
But the submarine is not substantially faster than this ship, right?
No.
Okay.
So
Sorry about that. I didn't mess anything up, did I?
No,
no,
that
it's all
was
good.
perfect. I'm not worried about water deep.
Poof.
Peace.
Boom, out.
Gone.
Sorry, I don't know what happened. My Chrome just crashed. So
No.
that's fine. So
yeah, so I was saying I'm not worried about Waterdeep being able to defend. I'm worried about us getting off this ship and surviving.
But I'm worried about water deep. Like they could attack Golden Field, which is far from
Did I
the
say
water.
something?
Well, Golden Field is not like a huge city, but it is, protected. There are mercenaries there. It's important farmland. You want to protect it. Like a lot of people are depending on the grain and other agriculture food from there.
From the area around Waterdeep, are you talking about?
All of the north is like dependent on the Golden Fields, the farm there. It's just a farm. It is called the grain granary of the north or something like that. Can't remember, and I'm too lazy to look it up now. But something like that.
Yeah, I remember. I think you.
to the area. I don't say it like that, but I do say it's a important farmland. A lot of people are depending on
something else we should keep in mind is that the submarine doesn't necessarily go faster than the ship.
It doesn't
We
really
can get
matter.
ourselves out, but
Yeah.
It does go deeper. They probably won't be able to catch us like 100 feet
Yeah.
below water.
Oh yeah, for sure. Once we get on the submarine, we're safe.
Yes.
So while
And
you're
I-
talking, you all hear some rumbling just behind your secret door, and a peek through the lens-like keyhole. You can see frost giants howling, sacks full of something big. You assume it's probably big chunks of ice, and they curse and sweat and kind of moan as they kind of pull it, and as they talk among themselves.
I look at the Dwarven princess and ask, take a look. Do you suspect? Do you have any idea what they're doing?
So she takes a look and she says, "Ooh, they're about to throw that. These are the world busters. That's gonna pulverize the walls. It's they are like world champions in throwing those huge ice chunks, bringing down walls and towers and whatnot."
Okay. So they're preparing for battle already.
Yeah, it looks like it. I hope
Okay.
Waterdeep's walls are stronger than what they look.
Don't worry, princess. You can stay here. Right at the other side of this hatch thing, we have a ship, underwater ship. We can escape that way, not through the piping. But we should really, as we discussed 5 minutes ago, as you all remember, there was this room in the middle of the ship that didn't really
Yeah.
it was on the map, and it was not explained what was on the map. I think something like that. But
can't
we could
remember.
probably sabotage like the navigation or something from there.
Was it?
So we should go into the vents and go there.
It was like
So-
a map room, if I remember correctly.
Oh right, map room, yeah.
And what do we
Something
want
about
out of that room?
navigation. If we could sabotage something about that, maybe it's how they control the ship sailing.
Yeah, it might also give us a clue. I think we also had a clue about where the tree end would be, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And that was along the way, I believe.
I think the map group is on the way to there, right?
Yep.
Eileen looks up at all of you, maybe stands up because we're sitting, and she says, "I think we should go and try to sabotage the ship and release his end if we can. But I won't do it if none all of you aren't with me on this."
I'm in.
Sorry, Ellen, you broke up a little bit there. Could you repeat
Oh.
that?
I won't do this unless anybody is with me on this.
I'm in.
Awesome.
No, the whole part. You want to do what?
Oh shit. I think we should what did I say? I think we should try to figure out a way to sabotage his ship right now.
Yeah. And help the
Okay.
And I think we should release the treant if that's possible. Whatever makes it harder to win it. But I think that's what we should do. If not, then we could get into the submarine and find another way. But yes, who's with me?
Yes, and if we could recover some of the treasure stolen from Golden Fields, we should return that.
Okay,
I'm
so
in
Anders,
we should get on the submarine and leave right now, camp.
all right.
I'm with the pale one.
Good.
Says
We are
Ragnora.
all in agreement. We are all in agreement. Let's go rescue the treant.
No, wait, we're not. Who? The
We are
druid
all
friend.
in agreement. Let's go.
Hold on. We got two. We got 2 and 2.
Yes.
Do we have like ropes or something? I mean, we have to get the tree and
I don't know.
we have to
I
kind
am
of
in no
take it
condition to
with us.
carry a tree.
I mean,
I think-
we don't have to carry it, but
The tree can carry itself. Come on.
They can carry you.
As I see
Well.
the princess and Anders say no, Eileen looks at.
Don't worry about Andrist. We'll get someone to carry it around Andrist again, like Griffins, Trian. He likes getting carried around.
no, I'm
Like-
sure the
I don't
tree
mind
ant
it.
can float, but I'm not sure that it can swim.
I
The current will take it to shore.
Yeah, to some shore.
I'd much rather we can tie it to the submarine and drag it behind us
That's amazing.
with a really
Does it
long
need air?
rope.
We all live in a tree and
Yeah.
submarine.
Ridiculous.
Could it submerge? Well, Eileen says like, well, if Anders is not in and the princess is not in on this, then I'm not. We need everybody in.
We shouldn't endanger the princess.
We've got a crew of dwarves back up
Anders has been grumpy all the time, complaining. He lost his servant. He's started ordering me around all the time. At least that's how I
You?
remember it.
I've been nothing but supportive of you.
You
You're
also
like-
made me groom your griffin and
You like animals.
everything. Yes, that's beside the
Wouldn't
point. and I
make you
did it
do
before you
anything.
even asked, but I saw the look. I saw the look.
I listen. I paid for that by taking care of the dragon twice.
Well, for luck,
However-
third time's a charm.
Yeah, all right, let's go for it. No, I'm not going to push my luck with a dragon. I'm not going to be by
Dragon's
myself,
dead,
and I'm
by
not
the
going to. Oh,
Yes,
did it die?
Yeah.
The dragon's dead. The giants killed it.
Oh, excellent. Job done. Nemesis destroyed. I'm not going to stay here by myself. I'm also not going to let you guys go without me. So if you guys all go, I will go.
See, we're all in agreement. Let's go.
Well, I will only go if we have some way of taking the tree end with us.
You have water.
Well, I don't see that as being possible.
You could cast water walk on the treant.
Yeah, but it's very far to
They'll
the
catch up to it.
shore.
Well, we don't know how close we are to the shore, and they are getting ready to attack something. And we did.
Well,
this
yeah, I
just for
mean
8
that's
hours.
what I'm saying. We should just wait until we are close to the shore.
Do we have
in the map?
We go in the wind. We find out or the map room. We find out where we are, how close to the shore we are, and then we can.
That's a good question.
And if it's time yet, we can wait. And then when it's the right time, we are near the tree and maybe figure out what is guarding it. Also, get more information. And then when we're ready, we can spring our trap and rescue it. I'm sure we'll come up with some trap for the giants by then.
The farmer brings up a good point. We've been resting down here for 8 hours. We don't know where we are, how close we are to Waterdeep. Other question: is there a cargo bay on the submarine?
Yes.
I'm picturing it like a space shuttle with like doors that open on the top, and we can just
Exactly. Like the
Bring a
space
tree in?
shuttle.
Okay.
Is it?
Mhm. So that's how we could save the tree.
Could it fit in there though? Big.
Oh, it could ride on top of the submarine, and we couldn't, not dive down deep.
So you actually
give it a
haven't
haircut.
seen it yet. So you're not sure.
Yeah, we don't know how big it is.
Let's-
Is there like on the schema on the map that we found? Is there like a lifeboat area that we can see?
So let me check. It's a good question.
The ship is so big, maybe it would have like a big lifeboat with sails and stuff on it.
Yeah.
Well, it would have to be a giant-sized lifeboat.
So think about it this way.
Basically
On
another ship.
on the deck, to the right and to the left, there are two rowboats. They are very slim and long, and you think these are like the way they run their raids, like crowd 20 giants on each boat, access and shields and.
Okay, that could also be something worth sabotaging, but it could also be worth something that would allow us to take the treant in.
I mean, it floats by itself. That's not the problem. But
We
if
we cannot run this ship on the surface. We have to get away underwater.
No. Certainly not if we're pulling a tree ant behind us. It's going to drag us back so much.
But we're also much smaller. The ship is going in one direction. We can just go in another one. The ship will probably wouldn't turn around just for us.
But remember, the tree ant can sabotage the ship there are already roots
Yeah.
growing all over. You haven't seen
Yeah.
it. Well, some of you haven't
Like-
seen it, but there are roots growing
Mm.
through this huge ice ship right now.
Mhm.
If
For
it
a
could
ship
like
to turn-
animate some of that, it could probably like tear it apart. Hopefully.
Yeah,
Or damage.
that's what I'm thinking. Also, that's a good point. Like for a ship, it takes a long time to turn.
Mm.
If we just escape in another direction.
I want to go into the submarine and find this cargo bay. See if it supports, if it's Treant compatible.
Okay,
I'm gonna go with Ellen.
great. So you two sneak through the flesh-like tube that connects the Remorseless and your phantom shark. Yeah, it's kind of icky, but you make it.
Gross.
Yeah, the entire feel as you move through water through this fleshy tube, it's unsettling, but you make it. And indeed, yes, it's exactly as Anderist imagined it, like two doors that can open and through which you can put inside things. But you'll need Quarian to kind of run it, because he's the only one able to control the ship. Plus, it's not that big, so imagine the scene in which the Hulk and Thor try to escape that world, with the Hulk kind of tearing the place up and kind of. So it's not that big, but probably big enough to store something heavy and big, but probably some equipment will be damaged along the way.
So while we're there, Ellen, we're all risking our lives for Treant that we don't know exists and and a druid that we just met. You
We are not
really wanna
risking our
risk
lives for this.
all of our
no.
lives for that.
We are not risking our lives for this specific thing you just mentioned.
Every moment we stay here, we're putting our lives at risk. We've got a submarine.
Yes, we're risking our lives so we can increase the chances that Waterdeep will survive.
They're gonna survive anyways. They're super
Yeah, but at
powerful.
what state? And this is not the only ice giant ship that's lurking about.
We don't know that.
We don't know anything. We don't know so little. That's why I think we should take this opportunity. But I'm with you if you think we can find another way to hurt them outside of the ship. I don't know.
No. I got
You
nothing.
think?
I mean,
You know
short
what?
of sneaking
I'll
around
try to
through
convince
the-
them.
Yeah, short of sneaking around through the air vents and just like sabotaging where we can, I've got nothing. They can just destroy the ship or hurt it.
What do you think we should do once we get out of here?
Well, I need to go to Waterdeep, and then we need to get to Baldur's Gate.
What's in Baldur's Gate?
A mystery.
Our giant friend.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With the
All right.
more time we take, the less likely he'll be there. And we left them with a sketchy company.
With the Centaurum.
Yeah.
So
I will try to convince them.
But I think we should go to Waterdeep, see if we can get there ahead of the ship at least. Warn our people. Tell what we can about talk to the Waterdevian defenses, tell them what we can about the ship. We basically know the whole ship now. And then, GTFO.
Now, Anderist. I can't trust this George because I don't know him.
I don't think we can outrun them on our way to Waterdeep. That we'll get there together.
Even if we get there at the same time and we can inform them,
You're not there.
It's going to be better.
It's Andrew
sorry.
talking to Elaine.
Sorry.
We have this couple
Shut up,
cups
Brian.
with a string in between.
That's right.
Missed that. Sorry.
Yeah, I
Corey,
think,
this is just with us others like standing around and suddenly muttering something like, "What are you saying?"
So while Eileen and Anderist are conspiring, Rednora asks, "What was this talk about this frost giant missing?"
We were here to try to get a certain frost giant. We've met some folks who have teleported him outside of this ship.
And wasn't it a stone giant or
Frost giant. I'm sorry.
was it a frost giant? I don't remember if it was a frost giant or not. I seem to
Hmm.
recall that
It
it
was
was
frost giant.
another type.
So that's a complicated diplomatic situation, right? Because technically speaking, you have kidnapped the frost giant. And
Why? Why is it diplomatically complicated?
well,
And-
because I'm just projecting to my own situation. Like, if you don't allow me to leave, it's like you have kidnapped me. I'm wondering what my father will do. If he heard that, for example, you have kidnapped me. So what they will do if they will find that you have kidnapped one of their own? I foresee a war.
But
Well,
it seems
this
that the
is-
war is already there.
This is a bit about me. The giants are already attacking all over the place, and
Yes.
we certainly didn't kidnap you. As I
But-
said, we have the ship that our two friends just went into to check, see how seaworthy it is, and if we had room for the tree.
But
But
my-
there's certainly room for you, and we can take you someplace safe.
But my
Sure.
condition was different. I was merely on a diplomatic mission to Bryn Shander when they attacked. They simply went in, demanded someone named Artus Simber. I'm not sure who he was. And when the city told them that there is no one with that name there, they simply threw stones, devastated everything, and went back to their own business. This is very different.
What is that? What is that name again?
Artus Simber, I think.
That's familiar.
This sounds familiar to me.
Isn't that the one we heard about that had the blood of whatever
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
thing? Yeah.
The blood of what?
The what?
Well, and Galen wouldn't know that. It was Jackeen that was
Yes.
way back.
That's way back, yeah.
Yeah.
The ice that never melts, the ring of winter, Artis Simber can use it.
Yeah, and we know where he is. Well,
We know where Sun is, yeah.
know where he is.
Oh yeah.
Sun's
All I'm saying
tail
is
symbol.
I saw what they do when they think a city or some place have something that they think belongs to them. And
Yes. And how do you think Waterdeep will do against them?
well,
ship.
the only
You saw them
really
attack.
powerful defense Waterdeep has is its protection against dragons. This is something that is well known. Dragons cannot penetrate the magical shield encompassing the entire city, but giants, I don't know. After all, they had this group of adventurers called Force Grey, I think. One of them was a giant. And they roamed freely in Waterdeep. Every time they called them, it was a big mess. They destroyed buildings while fighting monsters, etc. Eventually they drove them away. But I don't think there was a problem with giants running in the streets of Waterdeep.
Well, the giant we rescued was a part of Force Grey.
And then she kind of, oh my god, you're talking about Harshnag! You actually kidnapped Harshnag? Are you insane?
No,
What are you,
we didn't,
crazy?
we didn't kidnap him, and also we barely had any part in it.
Yeah, all we did was enable the Zentarum to kidnap him. That's all we did.
Well, yeah, but you're not there. We have these
I
really
know,
trustworthy
I know.
friends that took him away. They took him to a bank, a bank that's safe. Like what was it, the Iron Bank, something totally safe and trustworthy.
Speaking,
Every
why
people
did-
trust banks.
Why do you think
Where's
it's so
the-
crazy to kidnap Harshnag?
Because Harshnag is like wanted in 20 different states. It's crazy the amount of damage this one has done to his own kin and to the realms of men and dwarves and elves. He was a great adventurer once, but every time they called him to do some good, eventually he turned up ruining everything. Entire streets in Waterdeep went undersea because of his rampages. And he slaughtered so many frost giants. Every frost giant in the Sword Coast is looking after him.
Wow. Okay.
Then it's a good
Did I mention the pipes are running here very good? They are oiled, slick. I think it's a great opportunity for us to simply go and wash ourselves down the drain. The simplest, cleanest solution to all our problems.
How good of a swimmer are you? And can you swim for 2 days or 3 days or 4 days or however long and take you to shore.
You know, people say that dwarves sink like stone. This isn't true. We're buoyant. We can float for maybe a day or two, easily.
Till a shark eats you. Where's the other Zent? The lady, I can't remember, the elf or whatever her name is.
Where is you asking me? Like Sora?
Yeah.
Last time you
Sora,
saw her,
yeah.
she was on one of the griffins.
She was flying.
She was on a griffin. The one I was on
Yeah.
until some giant politely
Yeah,
helped
yeah.
me off down on the deck.
That was
Politely.
very nice of him.
Yes.
So yeah, okay. So I mean, Harshnag's gone. I mean, she's gonna just fly to Baldur's Gate. So
No. I
We're
told her
done.
to help attack the ship. I'm sure that's what she's doing.
oh yeah,
Right.
yeah, for sure.
Again,
Alright.
we're not in the same room, but
Fuck.
still.
No.
But even if we, talking to the Dwarven Princess, even if we go through the piping, we should have a look at the map room to know where we are.
Oh yes, this is a great
And
idea.
there is no need to go swimming through the pipe sewage thing. That is,
Not just yet.
I don't think they're that clean.
Oh, I think going to the map room is a fantastic idea. We should do it.
As I said, yeah, we have a ship. We'll
You don't
take
need
the
a ship to
away
go
from
to
here.
the map room. It's just around the corner.
No.
You said you have a
Yeah,
map.
we're going. Yes, as soon as our friends come back from inspecting the cargo bay.
Oh,
then
the
we'll
scheming one.
go-
Just they probably went to talk about you behind your back. You know,
Wouldn't do that. They're friends.
of course
All
they
right, so
did.
I cast. So I'm gonna cast Firebolt here and here.
What? So this is my thoughts, Ellen. We send the druid over to where the tree ant is. We take the submarine over to that side of the ship. The tree ant does its thing against the ship with its roots, and it's gonna have to get its way out of the wall into the water where we pick it up and we go away.
Okay.
On the way, map room or someone can go with them. You guys can burn all the maps and get us over.
Split the party then.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
always a
All
good
right.
idea.
You're not
But
wrong.
what I'm not really thinking what's. I mean, the idea is that we send the druid, and he's not really part of the party. Like we just met
Yeah,
him.
but listen, I don't know if you've ever seen a druid in action, but in Rua theme, sometimes you get people from the Moonshade Isles, and they can be mighty powerful. If he is trustworthy and we can get him on our team, we can plow through some serious problems when things get sticky.
Yeah, I'm
So-
not opposed to that. I'm just saying
Yes, I know it's
we don't know
risky.
if it's trustworthy. That all
Everything we do is
hinges on.
risky. We can't trust.
I'm also
anybody.
considering myself getting eaten by a bear.
Bear.
Right? Like what druid?
I've
Bear.
By
killed
the way,
some
guys,
bears
remember
in
we
Rua
found just a reminder, we found a potion of polymorph.
I have
here,
it.
So you
I
can
have
polymorph into something pretty nasty, I think.
Look,
Yep,
give
something
me
much
the.
more powerful than a bear. But
You have it right. Give me the potion
Mhm.
of polymorph. Give me
Why?
the potion of polymorph.
would I
do
that?
Because listen, I'm going with the druid.
idea.
Red Nora says.
You're gonna go with the druid?
Okay, nothing.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I can also turn you invisible for an hour while you're on your way.
Mm. Anything would help.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're in accord here. Let's go back.
We split the party. You can stay in the submarine until we
I'll stay with
somehow
Brian.
leave. Yeah, and I stay with
I thought you guys were speaking already back when you were already back in there.
No.
No, we're walking back. We're crawling through the intestinal tract of the submarine that connects the ship.
Yeah.
Uh,
We're being pushed out into the room now.
Yeah.
We're getting shat out into the room. It's like Ace
This is
Ventura
that.
coming out of a
Yeah,
rhino.
this is that team from Ace Ventura with the rhino. Exactly. Read my mind.
Thank
So
you.
that's okay. So I'll share that idea with the party. Ellen and the druid. What's your name, druid?
Pelias.
Pelios?
Pelias. With an A.
Yes. Pelias.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, Peleus. That's a stupid name. I'm out here again.
Oh my god.
Motherless. Sorry about that.
No
I
problem.
have to AFK for a couple minutes.
What?
Oh.
I have to go AFK for a couple minutes, guys. Sorry.
Okay. Well, that session is going great. This session is going great.
we have accomplished so much. Like
What the?
this must be really exciting to watch. Like we're doing
Yeah.
so much, we're killing
Intriguing.
things, we're destroying everything, just moving through this plot point after plot point. Like yeah,
Great television. I'm gonna increase our viewership by nothing. I don't know what's wrong with my internet. I'm sorry, guys.
That's fine. It's like jaggy here too.
yeah. It's been.
Yeah.
I think it's Discord that's having some
Oh,
trouble. At least
okay.
for me also. Every now and then it's I can barely hear what people are saying.
I'm glad it's not me. So, anyways, yeah, that's
we don't get
yeah.
disconnected.
So,
Yeah, that's true. Mine is definitely worse.
So just run me through the plan again.
Well, so present the plan to the party. So Ellen and Peleus go through the vents over to the map room, do whatever they can in the map room, and then over to wherever the treant is. In the meantime, the rest of us will take the submarine over to that side of the ship. Excuse me. Treant does what it can to disable the ship, and then get out the wall somehow. I'm assuming it's strong enough to break out of the wall, and we will collect it in the water.
I'm not
And then-
really
Okay.
sure that I'm okay with that plan myself, actually. I don't like the idea of splitting off that badly. They're probably just sending out some. Them going alone sounds like they're going on a suicide mission.
I'm
Why
going
not?
with them.
Why not go with them?
Because you need to be there to pilot the submarine.
Because
Well,
it's a
Quarian-
suicide mission.
So-
Quarian needs to pilot this
Yes.
submarine.
What?
Sure,
Why
but that's fine.
Do you
But
need
we
to be
pilot
there?
it, but we
I
only need to
don't.
pilot when we finish.
No, how are we going to get so either we have to get back over to this side, get in the submarine, in which case we're abandoning the treant, because the treant's going to have to make its way from that side of the ship to this side of the ship through an army of frost giants.
So will you.
No. How about be
Whoever.
on the ship? Under the ship in a submarine. No, that's why we meet them on the other side. They bust a hole out the wall. Remember, there's a window there, so they're right against the other side of the ship. It's the fastest way out.
It
Yeah,
sounds.
you're right,
it
but
actually- it
we
actually
only
sounds-
need Quarian in the ship, right?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Pilot.
I mean, I was
Yes.
just don't want to go. But if it means that that's the plan, I'm willing to go. But I'm not giving anyone else invisibility. I'm casting it on myself.
No, that's no problem. I've cast.
I'm also
without
keeping the
trace.
push and polymorph.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't see any problems with this plan. This is not a suicide mission or
All right.
anything. As I say this as I'm pulling on my red shirt.
That's right.
We will all make it out.
All right, everybody change
I
outfits to
just
red
revealed
shirts.
my dramatic backstory and everything, and now I'm ready to go off on a heroic mission that will not endanger me at all.
I
That's
cast
amazing.
pass without trace on the group.
Okay.
All right.
So you cast Pass Without Trace. So who is staying at the submarine, or who is going to the map room?
Quarian
I want to go to the map room.
with
Okay.
the princess.
We might actually need Quarian at the map room since he has these
What?
eyes.
This is totally defeating all of it.
Well, maybe we can take him to the map room and then he goes back where we
By
go
himself?
to the tree end.
You guys had
Never
a
gonna
problem
get
with
any
the party
action.
before. Well, you're the one who looked through this periscope.
I mean,
Well-
I just buffed him with pass without trace. Do you even see him right now?
So
I can. Okay, so that works. I can give you invisibility to get back, as well. With pass without trace and invisibility, you'll be undetectable.
undetectable. Okay.
Unless
Does that
they
work?
can hear me. Unless they hear me. Yeah.
Yeah, but you have a +10 to a stealth check because of Pass Without Trace for an hour.
Okay.
Eh, Yeah, and you'll be
and
invisible.
And don't leave any tracks because of that spell also.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So you cast Pass Without Trace, and then you take a look through the keyhole, make sure that there are no frost giants in the corridor as you go out. The map shows you exactly how to approach the map room or the navigation room. So you simply use the instructions there, and I need you all to make indeed stealth checks with a +10 due to Pass Without Trace.
Okay, I got a 28.
Okay.
I rolled poorly, so I only got a 23.
Okay.
Oh, and
I rolled it.
the dwarven princess should go wait in the submarine.
Yes.
The princess is to wait in the submarine. Okay, she
Yes.
kind of shrugs and walks there. Okay, so we have
We have the other dwarves there, right?
What?
The other dwarves are there, right?
What dwarves?
The other
no,
dwarves?
no, those the
The mercenaries, the
were-
Navy SEAL dwarves.
No, I think the
they were
dragon
flying
took
around
them.
at us. Yeah, they were
Oh,
flying around
okay.
at the silver dragon last we
Okay.
saw them.
Okay, so
Don't
Peleus.
touch anything, I tell her.
Peleus, what was your score? Is it
20.
a 20? Okay. Galen, 28?
23
3.
only.
Okay.
With a
Quarian?
+17. That's pretty
Quar-
bad.
Quarian is 28.
Okay.
21.
Amazing. Forgar. I'll roll for him.
He has
Okay.
disadvantage, doesn't he?
Why?
Unless he's running around naked without his armor.
Armor. I can't remember.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, that chainmail or whatever he has.
Well, why don't we have Forgar stay back with her
Oh,
yeah,
that's
and
fine.
just protect the...
he can protect
Okay,
the princess.
that's
yes.
a good idea. Great, and
Don't let her touch anything.
No, he won't. He simply walks happy with his axe.
Yeah, and I'll say to the princess, don't let him touch anything.
Yeah, the last time he
was-
touched something,
he
blew
was-
someone up.
He was the
She
one that
she looks
kind of
at you and
blew up
says,
someone, yeah.
"I'm not that kind of a princess."
no, not, I wasn't like really like totally blushing. Like, oh no, that's not what I mean. The buttons, not those buttons. You know, they're up. But,
Yes.
yeah.
She turns around
sorry,
and
I'll
says,
go now.
yes, father, yes, father. And then she. Okay, so they go to the submarine, and you emerge from the corridor and start walking with the map through the vents, down the vents, again into another corridor with the mist of shadow and silence that radiates all around you. At this point, I need you all to make perception checks.
Ooh, 19.
23.
I am not giving you the potion because they've mandated that I go along with you.
Oh,
So
Cool.
I'm keeping that potion. And Quarian is coming with us to the map room. And then I'm going to cast invisibility on him so he can get back to the ship by himself and then meet us with the ship.
all right. When you mentioned that you were not giving me the potion, and to when you started talking about Quarian and the invisibility potion, you cut off. So I don't know what you said.
Oh, okay. So I'm keeping the potion, and Quarian is coming with us to the map room. And then I'm going to cast invisibility on Quarian so he can get back to the submarine and take the submarine over to see us.
Okay, cool. I got a crit on my perception.
Awesome. So, Eileen,
19.
when all the party is kind of walking around Peleus, who's emanating the shadow and silence, you suddenly see, as you are about to turn in one of the ship's corridors, you suddenly spot a ball made of wrapped clothes, shards of ice, and what you think is maybe some blood on it, kind of bounce something like 20 feet in front of you. You, even before you manage to say or do something, all you manage is to kind of alert the group to stop. You can see a frost giant child still, you know, twice as big as you, kind of running to the ball, grabs it, picks it up, and waves to a very old frost giant who is not wearing any armor, missing most of its teeth, and is holding a icy mug full of green liquid with some leaves on top of it. And the child says something in probably in giant. He points to a door and says, "Where first dear?" to the old giant, who is slowly approaching the young frost giant. What do you want to do?
Where are we in position to them?
So, it's interesting that you are. I have come prepared. Not that
Oh my god.
So hopefully all you're seeing is blackness, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Or
Yep.
this on roll 20.
No,
Yep.
we can see everything. Okay.
Okay.
No, I'm
Get to roll
joking.
20.
Yeah, go to roll 20. So let's do it this way.
I can speak giant, by the way.
What?
I can speak giant, by the way, in case they say anything interesting.
Okay. Great. So you have come from this corridor, okay? And think about it this way: it's like an ice fort, kind of carved into a giant iceberg. So the corridors are not like straight and nice. It's not like a modern ship. It's like the frost giant built a fort out of the inside of a iceberg. So you have come from this corridor.
You should hold shift and then click again. Then you'll center the map there for all of us. Just if someone were elsewhere in the map.
Okay. Done.
Yes.
And you see the stone giant, the frost giant child here. Okay.
Um,
And which direction are they headed?
They are headed. So the ball went right to this boulder, or in the direction of this boulder. And the child is running toward it. Obviously, he didn't spot you.
Okay.
all right. As soon as I spot the child, I tell everybody to back up out of view, out of the sight of view,
Okay.
to hide.
Okay.
So
Do we need to pass them to get to the map room?
as you can
Are they
see,
in the way?
yes, they are in the way.
Mm.
Who said he understands giant?
Me.
Eileen. So Eileen, all you heard is the child asking who goes there, and he was pointing to like this direction, okay, to the part of the corridor there. Like he's asking, you know, maybe the child hasn't visited this area of the ship, so he asked the elderly.
Well, we can't go down because he's probably gonna go that way. So yeah, I just try to get everybody to back down the hall again to hide,
Okay.
to see if they pass by.
At this point, another frost giant arrived. This one is like fully built, ready to combat, with 2 axes, a helmet, 2 horns, and he's carrying a huge sack of boulders or rocks. And he pushes the elderly giant, who stumbles, and the icy mug kind of falls on the ground and spills. And all this happens to the dismay of the child, who shrieks. The frost giant grabs the child by the hair and starts pulling him. You can hear the elderly frost giant kind of shouts at the large one, and I'll translate because you understand giant. He says, Gizur, Nederheim is young. He shouldn't participate in any of this. And Gizur responds, Gizur says, Storm Talon is about to start the ritual. The storm will be on top of Waterdeep soon. Then we'll attack. Netherheim must watch, for this is the true legacy of the Frost Giant. And there is an argument between the two, and as they pull the child to either end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We sit and watch. Aline doesn't make a move yet. She's not gonna fight like 3 giants.
Okay,
Do
anyone
you
else?
Translate? Do you translate it?
Yeah. Well, I say
Okay, yeah.
it's a family dispute.
Just say that, or do you mention the ritual also?
Oh fuck yeah, the ritual.
Yeah,
there's
that ritual sounds really bad. Like
stone throwing
sounds-
ritual.
Then it sounds like they're summoning a storm.
Storm. I thought it said stone.
Storm.
That's what I heard. Yeah, storm. Hopefully
right.
that's what it is saying. They're doing a stone throwing ritual.
It was a stone storm throwing ritual.
Yeah.
I turn around and I tell you guys. Yeah, I tell you guys that.
If there are like lightning and hail and everything coming down on Waterdeep,
We
might not be able to defend when they start throwing these huge ice monsters.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Ito?
Yeah.
Have we seen a porthole at all? Like, can we see land? Do we have any idea where we are yet?
So if you take a look out of the window, you don't see a land. These are not exactly like windows. You kind of, as you climb through the vents, you sometimes saw some ventilation shafts outside.
Sure.
So all you see is the ocean, but there's not a haze, but like a darkness around it. Probably magical. As if maybe there's a big cloud hovering above the ship or something like that.
They're coming in with mist or something like that.
Yeah, they're bringing a storm. Maybe they're hidden. Maybe they just look like weather.
Yeah, well, I tell you guys, we have bigger fish to fry now. We have to stop the storm.
But if we stop the ship, we might also stop the storm.
Yeah, I think we stick to the plan. I don't think we can. Like, one hill giant could kill us.
All right.
Or frost giant could kill us. Like,
I
don't want to go toe to toe
On
with
both.
the frost giant spellcaster.
So as you kind of talk among yourself within the sphere of darkness and mist, obviously the larger and more or the younger frost giant wins the argument, throws the elderly on his knees, picks up the young one, screaming and kicking through using its hair, and vanishes through this opening or corridor, and saying something about witnessing the might of Storm Talon.
Do we know what Storm Talon is?
So I'm not sure.
Sounds like a dragon.
I'm not sure if you heard this name before. So if you don't remember, I will not say anything about it.
Is that? That's not the stone that the obelisk that they stole, right? That's not it. Probably.
No, that's the Nightstone.
Oh, okay.
By the way, I cast good berries and give everyone 2 of them.
What does that do for me?
Just
one
good
hit point.
good berries. The
They're
berries.
just good.
So I'm just full?
To
It just
revive
tastes-
people. No, don't eat them. Use them to revive someone in case someone dies.
Each of them
Oh,
is
so I have
one
2
hit
good
point.
berries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's why you're giving. I was like, well, I don't understand. You're giving me
not-
these berries.
Yeah, take these berries. Just eat them. By the way.
Yeah, right. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
They were tasty.
No, these are poison berries.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Yeah, to poison the giant. Yes. No.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that elderly giant is like he was trying to keep the child away from whatever was going on. Is that right?
Yes, yes, this is what you think happened.
So he might be Grandpa. And what's he doing now?
So he's
Does
on
he
the
look quite
floor.
sad?
So he's on the floor, seeking his mug. Obviously, you think his sight isn't very good, and his half whimpering, half grumping, saying something about. Again, this is for Aline and Quarian about idiotic dreams of Astoria and the stupidity of everyone around him. Idiots! Idiots all! Dreaming about Astoria, a fool's errand. Corrupting the kids.
You can
You
imagine
translate
me.
that?
Yeah, I'm just translating on the fly, whispering.
You want me to try and talk to him?
Are we gonna torture an old man? Yeah, sure.
Not torture him.
No.
Talk. To him.
No.
Yeah, that's
Like,
that's
he
the
might be-
D&D code. Like, let's talk to him.
Yeah.
Oh no, he sounds like a. He said, "I will communicate with you telepathically, Ellen." He sounds like he looks like he could be an ally.
Well, then do your
He
thing.
doesn't want them to do whatever they're doing. He might help us stop it.
The child and the younger frost giant, are they going in vaguely the same direction as towards the map room?
You think, yes, the map shows that there is a long corridor stretching just through this area, and they are headed that way.
Yes.
All right.
Um.
We can move down, probably behind that pillar, and get ready to talk to this guy if you need to, Anders.
Yes.
Well, I'm asking.
While you
if the
do
group-
that, I'll just
I
sneak past this elderly giant and scout ahead. I'll say, and I'll start creeping forward if it's possible to like sneak past the half-blind old giant.
Okay,
yeah,
so
to me it
you're-
sounds like just some internal like problems or whatever. I don't think he could be an ally, to be honest.
So, Galen, roll your stealth this time with advantage, but without the pass without trace bonus.
Okay.
Okay.
26.
Yeah. So you slip right past the giant who is now trying to sit and collect his mug. And I will reveal some more terrain for you.
Fuck.
This way.
The pass without trace still works as even though I'm not near him, but doesn't matter. I don't need the bonus.
Okay.
I'm good at role playing. I'm
You're-
good at rolling.
Okay. You're good.
Here.
Yeah, so this is what you see. You see that the corridor stretches quite a lot. Each square is like a 10 feet or something like that. So that's a long way. And you hear something bubbling up farther down the corridor, but you can't see it right now. And you can definitely hear giants straining or cursing, or you can hear the sound of steel on ice. There something going on down there.
Yes. I will, as the smart and intelligent person I am, foolishly move forward ahead of the group. I would like to see where the giant is taking the child, so if I can figure out where the ritual is going on.
Okay.
So going off alone into danger in a totally not dangerous territory. I can do it.
Awesome.
Not stupid at all. No.
So make another stealth check.
Yes. Well, 10, or if you want 20 with the.
No, this is without advantage.
Yeah, but with the pass without trace bonus, would it be 20?
So, but I think.
I'm pretty sure it still works if you leave the area around.
It radiates from you, masking you and your companion from direction. Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you. So I think you have to be close to.
It could be that you have to stay within. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
Hey,
it
10,
sounds.
10. Yeah,
Um,
that's fine.
it-
That's fine.
Yeah.
10,
probably
10 is
within.
plenty. I
Yeah.
can do this. I'm totally not stupid farmer going off into danger.
oh no.
I have my sling with me. I don't really, but
Okay, so
we all know a sling beats a giant.
That's right.
so this is what you see, and as you go through and pass the corridor, you can see this giant rift or kind of a wound on the floor that is emanating vapor. Maybe it's mist or something. It's totally frozen here. And this tiny star that you see here,
Mhm.
you can't see it. Maybe
I can see it, yeah.
We can see it.
this one.
Yep.
All you can see is something that looks like a teardrop, and something is swirling within it. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good.
Ouch!
As I said, I'm good at rolling.
Yes.
Roll
So
play.
you got
Whatever.
another character
So
ready?
that's,
Or?
that's a 4.
4 is
Modified
awesome.
4. I have
Hey.
a bonus.
Okay, so Querian, Aline, Andorist, Galen doesn't return.
All right. Crap. What was I gonna say? Peleus, as you say that we shouldn't talk to the old man, I say he might have information. And I look at Andorus like, you should do the thing you want to do.
Yeah, but
Okay.
if he's hostile, what's
Then we kill
happening
him.
Then we.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Guys,
ignore
our
Peleus and
Our
walk up.
friend is missing over there. Let's make this fast.
Well, this is happening while he's going down
while
the
I'm
hallway.
stealthy. And you know, Andres is a farmer. He can take care of himself,
Yeah,
as farmers do.
you can grow crops and stuff.
I am not a farmer. All right, I'm gonna step forward. I just want to kind of be around the edge. I need to be within 30 feet of him, but I also want to be within 30 feet of Peleus.
Okay.
Stupid light.
So you approach the giant.
Yeah, within 30 feet if I can.
Okay. So you.
I mean, I'll move up with him.
Okay. So you approach him.
Okay.
And do you do it stealthily? Do you kind of forego and want him to notice you?
No, I'll do it stealthy.
Okay.
Ooh, wow. 14.
Okay.
Do I have advantage?
If you are
Because
walking, so if you are still with Peleus, then you have your plus 10.
Yeah, so it's 14, even with
Okay.
advantage because he's half blind.
Yep. Okay. So this time he kind of raises his head and asks, "Where Ferdia? Who goes there?"
Oh,
Is
we
he
don't speak
speaking in
giant. Eh?
Nope, I don't. I'm gonna need you to translate.
Oh,
I'm
I
hoping
do a
that
little
he'll-
like a loud, like this, and I go over there. I face palm.
So once I start speaking telepathically with him, I don't need to share a language with him.
Okay.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So I will say in his mind, old man, and I'm assuming because we don't need to share a language, he just hears it in his language
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
however our thoughts work.
Makes sense.
Why are they fools? Why do you wish to stop them?
So he squints, and obviously you are kind of misty and covered with darkness, but he responds nonetheless. He says, "My kin, they have lost their place in the ordering. They are seeking to restore the lost Empire of Astoria by brute force. They want to cover the earth in ice again. Idiots! They have forgotten everything that happened since the Great Dragon Wars."
You are correct. This will certainly mean the end of all giant kind if they pursue this action. How can I stop them?
He looks at you and says, "Stop them. There is no stopping them." And he kind of waves around and says, "This ship, it is but one of an entire fleet. Storvald,
Go ahead.
Storvald, the frost giant Jarl, is commanding the fleet from his throne at Svardborg. He is seeking that ring, the ring of power, the one known as the winter, the everlasting winter. If he finds it, all is lost."
Just 1 second. Here's my note on it.
And he looks at you and says, "You have come to free Harshnag, haven't you?"
Harshnag has been dealt with. You refer to the Ring of Winter, wielded once by artist Simber. Yes?
"Indeed, I see you are a knowledgeable one. You see what humans and elves and dwarfs have learned. The giants may have forgotten."
I'm the crown bearer, the one who wields the stone giant crown. I am here to assist you in saving that child.
And he says, "Gizur have taken the child. He has taken it to Vifir. Vifir Stormtalon, our enchanter. He is the one in control of the boiling mirror. Stormtalon must be dealt with. Then maybe Waterdeep have a chance, and maybe I'll have a chance to see my grandson alive. The ship might deal tremendous damage to Waterdeep, but it will not prevail against the might of its wizards. I fear for the child and for my king."
You are correct. The masked lords of Waterdeep will repel this ship and destroy everyone on board, including your grandson. That I can tell you. I've spoken to the Stone King, and I've seen the future. This ship will sink. How do we stop Stormtalon?
"You have to strike at Stormtalon, but he is a mighty sorcerer and a mighty warrior indeed. I can show you the path to his room, and I can help you bypass his first line of traps, but I have never been inside his room."
Will you sacrifice your life for your grandchild?
He looks at you and says, "Will you sacrifice yours for the crown you are wearing?"
I already have.
He rises and says, "Well, that remains to be seen. Your new acquired knowledge and power might be of use the near future. Now come with me."
And you will fight with us?
"I can no longer fight. Unfortunately, I can show the way and maybe provide a word of advice or share some of my knowledge."
What is your name?
My name is my name is Thorn.
Okay. So I'm gonna stop talking to him, and I'll whisper to everybody else, what's been said. Translate very quickly for you guys all. What do you think? Do we go with him? Do we go and fleet coming. This seems like just the spear point. This guy might be able to tell us something useful to defeat him.
Yeah. The end is kind of just a big ass gamble. This seems like more direct to the point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still a little bit confused about the whole situation with the storm giant and stuff. I don't really get it, but yeah, I guess it would make sense to stop them. But if you intend to fight against one of them, I think my tree and friend would be of use as well.
I kind of agree. At least he would be a distraction if he could start bringing the ship apart. Or
Yeah.
All right. Well then, everybody seems to be distracted by this ritual. I'm guessing summoning a storm big enough to damage Waterdeep is going to take a while.
Hey, where's Galen?
Oh,
Really?
perception.
Didn't even
so
notice
fine.
he left.
He
Wait
left.
to save.
He left to scout ahead and never returned.
Okay.
I
I asked ahead.
What do you
Sorry?
ask?
What is up ahead?
So if you peek, all you see is this long corridor, but you haven't left your position close to the corridor that you have emerged from, so you don't really know.
No, I'm trying to ask Thorn if he can tell us what is up ahead.
Sure, no problem. So Thorn says, up ahead is Storm Talon's quarters. He holds a vial there, a vial containing a powerful potion of, I hope I said correctly, like rejuvenation, restoration. He uses it to fix the ship and mend its many flaws. And then the giant kind of points down and shows you the network of roots that are kind of weaved just below the surface of the deck, the icy surface. You need to steal this vial and go to the prison room. There is a giant treant there in prison. Pour it on the treant. It will grow and crack the very bones of the ship. Storm Terran will have to come and investigate. This is your chance to strike at him when he is least prepared.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like the way this guy thinks. So it's down there where Galen went. That's where the vial is.
You believe that? Yes, this is where he is pointing.
All right,
Okay.
let's waste no time. Let's go down there.
Keep
Sorry,
Quest.
Galen already stole it, gave it to the tree ant, everything fine.
Yeah,
I'll take
Galen's
it.
done. He's sitting there
Okay.
drinking beer. I'm gonna ask if Thorn will at least come down close, like as close as he'll come without. I want him nearby.
He will lead the way to Storm Talon's quarters.
Okay.
Awesome.
Hey,
Cool.
stay behind me as we walk. And then he says, when I tell you, avert your gaze, there is a magical trap up ahead that
Okay.
captures anyone who looks at it for too long. He takes you to this place without any issue. And you also see this reveal a little bit more. Oops, that is too much.
A statue of Galen. The statue looks awfully.
Okay, so
Awfully familiar.
this is what you see. He kind of bypasses this teardrop, but you don't see Galen there.
Damn it.
So he passes around that area and tells you to avert your gaze. The fumes from this hole in the ground. Obviously, there's something boiling downstairs. So all the area is kind of filled with mist. But other than the heat of the vent, everything else is dead frozen, and you start to feel it all around you. Your bones kind of ache, your body starts to shake. It's not very pleasant.
Okay.
He stops just right before the two doors and says, "Storm Talon's quarters are inside this room. There is another trap similar to the one we've passed. Avert your gaze. I can open the door and let you slip inside so you can steal the vial. However," and at this point he kind of looks around and says, "Well, it's better that we don't stay too long here. This is a very active part of the fort."
Will you wait here and warn us if any danger comes?
Yes, he will.
And then show us to the treant?
He will.
Excellent.
Do we see, by the way, on our path here? Is there any tracks or something like that? Do we leave tracks? No.
So
Chance to get
the mist that is all around kind of covers everything in a wet blanket, and then it freezes, so it's very hard to see any tracks. You can spend some time and investigate if you want.
Time.
Like a minute. I can find any clue.
Yes, you can roll your investigation.
Okay, I got a 10. Is it investigation?
Yeah, if you spend some time to kind of pore over tracks and stuff, yes.
Okay, I got a 12.
Okay, so you don't see anything interesting. However, you do see that Thorn is getting a little bit edgy as you kind of take your time, and he says, "Quickly, quickly! Giants will be here any time now."
That's good.
So we were doing stuff as that was happening, right?
Okay, so he placed two hands on the doors, mumbling something, and then he pushed them open just to have a crack. He doesn't open them full on. He peeks inside and says, "The magical trap is on the left side of the room. Avert your gaze."
As he was opening it, I leaned in close to hear what he said.
Okay, so
Or I climbed up close.
So you catch a phrase that is probably the open sesame of the frost giants, but you can memorize it if you want.
1, 2, 3 ABC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something about Nederheim's might or something like that. You feel the name of his grandson was embedded into this phrase somehow.
All right.
Okay, he says, "The vial is located to the left. You go up 3 flights of stairs into a watchtower. This is the alchemy lab of Storm Talon. The vial is there and will be unmistakable."
Okay, cool.
All right.
Who goes in?
I'm not going in first, but I'll go in.
I'll go in first, then.
Okay.
Yeah, you're the closest thing we have to a warrior.
Yeah, I have a shield. I to go to the left side.
I'll go in right after, and I'll give you a Bardic Inspiration too.
Oh.
Okay.
What does that do?
If you have to do a saving throw, attack roll, you can add another to the sum. You can choose when to use it, and it's active for like 10 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so you go in, averting your gaze because you know that there is a trap there. You also notice this huge chain and kind of pulley mechanism to open the doors. If the giant was not here, it would have been very difficult to open these 2 doors, and you immediately identify the 3 flights of stairs that he was referring to. You climb up and indeed arrive into this lab of some sort. The walls are covered with furs and skins of dragons and polar bears. There is a large table on the floor and shelves all around covered with books, vials, all kinds of bubbling and hissing materials inside bottles and etc. There is one chest that is open with a vial of glass containing blue liquid that pulsates.
Can we like check if this is like an illusion or something like that?
Sure. Roll Arcana or cast detect magic or.
Okay, just a minute. Got it. Actually, an
11. Okay. So you don't sense anything magical in terms of an aura or something like that. You don't believe the vial is an illusion, but the whole room is reeking of probably like a dozen of interesting items and probably scrolls, wands, books. It's like a small treasure here.
Awesome. How big is the vial? Is it a human-sized vial or a giant-sized vial?
No, it's a giant-sized vial. It's like a cask of ale, like something like this.
All right, so it would probably weigh a ton too.
Yeah,
right?
you'll need 2 people to carry it.
Oh damn.
And the other treasury stuff is also very big. Right?
Yes, it's like big scrolls, gold coins, preserved creatures, volume upon volumes of giant knowledge concerning alchemy and etc.
Is there anything that is something that I could easily pocket and put into my backpack?
So I don't know.
That's not like a coin or a regular old stone or something. I'm looking for something interesting.
So if you don't like take your time, then roll a percentile die for me, and I will let you know. The rest of you, what are you doing?
Is there anybody else in the room? Can we sense anybody in the room?
So you take a look, and you don't see anything or anyone.
Okay.
Not even Galen.
What is between us and the vial? Between us and the chest that contains the vial?
It's on a shelf, so you simply need to go around the table and pick it up.
Yeah, I'll go get it.
Okay.
Traps? Anybody a rogue? Happen to be a rogue here?
Anybody what?
Anybody happen to be a rogue? We should probably roll for traps or something.
Yeah, let's.
I'll
I think we
do
should all
it.
do it.
All right.
Or we can both do it, I guess.
I'll help you.
I'll stop my hand just before I was about to grab it. Oh, okay, I'll wait.
This is perception, right?
Yeah. Enderist,
Yeah.
Investigation.
What did you roll for your percentile dial?
10.
10. Okay.
Whopping 10.
10 might be good.
So you pocketed a big bone comb.
Comb? Like for my hair?
Yeah, and it is covered with runes and glyphs. And the pins of it, you seem to think that they are carved from the bones of a dragon or something like that. Maybe it's the jawbone or something like that. Yes, it's like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna go rake my yard with it.
I got a... Fuck, what is my investigation? I got a 15 for investigation for traps.
So you look at the chest, and indeed you identify a trap, but it's only triggered when the chest is opened, and the chest is currently open.
Yoink.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
All
Yeah,
right.
me too.
I look at you guys. I'm like, okay.
We're
Little
behind
bag
you.
of sand. No, just grab it.
Okay, the bottle is at your hand.
How big is that chest?
So it's twice the size of a cask of ale.
Okay, too big. Okay. So I'll grab the vial if nobody else is.
Okay.
No, I put it on my shirt and I'm acting like I'm pregnant. Just holding this giant. If anybody asks,
Glowing blue.
yes, this is my alien baby.
Okay.
Yeah. So who's gonna help me though?
I can help you.
Okay. I am really taking maybe 10% of the weight. By the way, I'm
No problem.
sickly at the best of times and weak. So
Negative
I
1 in
think-
strength.
I believe I'm taking like the other 10%.
can we roll it?
Yeah, is
Okay.
it strong?
Yeah, down the stairs. It'll go fine.
Is there back. Is there a hand cart?
Okay, so Quarian and Enderist kind of share the load. This is what I get.
Is it
Yeah, he'll take the majority of it.
is it an open vial or
No.
is it like is there a cask on it?
There's a a cork.
Oh, a cork. Okay. Okay.
So if it looks like they are struggling really hard and are about to drop
I
it or
am.
something, I will help them out.
I am.
Maybe turn
Yeah,
into
I'm
a
gonna
big
drop it any
gorilla or
moment now.
like pelican or something like, I don't know, a
Pelican?
dinosaur pelican that can just hold it in its mouth.
So,
Um,
Thorn kind of hurries you up as you take your time there, and he points north to this area, and he says, "Continue down this corridor, and the prison will be right behind two large doors that are opened by a large chain that has to be pulled.
The what will be there? Sorry?
Two
Large
double
doors.
doors will lead to the
What-
prison."
Prison. Okay, sorry.
Are there any
Um,
more of these traps around that you?
No,
Shouldn't
not
look
down
at?
there.
Okay, let's do it quick. Can we
Yeah.
cover the cask like with a blanket or something?
Yeah, sure, you can.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I will definitely let Peleus carry the load because I'm very weak.
Okay.
Okay.
So Thorn is not coming with us. Is that what I just heard?
He says that. Well, unless you want him, it's a big risk for him. If he will get caught.
So I will let everybody else go unless anybody's going to talk to him. And I will speak telepathically with him as as we're walking away. I'll stop and I'll look back at him, and I'll say, I will only offer this to you once. I have an item on me that will allow you to have one last battle, to go down in glory for your grandson, if you so choose. And then I'll turn and walk away.
He says yes.
Yes. While we were coming out of 14A, I'd like to kind of like shield my eyes and see if I can take a little bit better of a look around, looking for Galen.
No, you
You know, like instead of just looking down completely,
Yeah.
I want to block out whatever it is. And
Yeah, understand. No, you don't see him there.
damn it. Okay,
Prison already.
let's keep going. Yeah.
I already forgot about Galen. Dang.
So you want him to follow you?
So- got your second character.
So forgettable.
I assume.
Yeah,
as-
I'll tell him to stay back, stay at a comfortable distance, but be at hand when I need you. I will call.
Okay, he does say that just a minute, I'll tell you exactly what.
Anybody have a giant hammer or something?
Oh, I do.
He says that a dream walker guards the entrance to the prison as a token of the alliance that once was between the Frost and Stone Giants. he says that to kind of warn you and tell you that you'll need to use your newly acquired ability, as you said yourself, to overcome it. But he will be right behind you.
I don't understand what that means, but okay.
Okay. So you walk down the corridor, and I'm jumping to a new area of the map. Here, I'll kind of. Oops.
Where?
Here.
Bottom left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ping.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you travel uninterrupted to this area, and indeed you see the two big doors that Thorn spoke about. On the doors, these are stone doors, surprisingly enough. And there is a glyph of a pyramid there with a giant on top of it holding the sky or the wall or the ceiling, as like this metaphor of the might of stone giants. Obviously there probably been really good jail designers and builders. At this point, Thorn looks at Enderist.
Yes.
Move forward, crown bearer, and reveal your power.
I'm gonna speak to Quarian telepathically. Do you have any idea what he means?
Sounds like something about your crown. Have you tried using it?
Nope. I don't want to. I know what happens when people put that thing on. They turn to stone and die.
Yeah, they tend to do that.
Okay, well, so I'm gonna walk up to the door, and I mean, I've got the crown on me. I'm just not wearing it, and I'm gonna push at the door.
Okay. You lean against the door, and it opens.
Well,
No.
boom. Perfect. Excellent. What do I see?
You see this. You all see this mighty chamber with a. In the middle of it, there is a huge stone statue that seems to be supporting the ceiling. It looks at you, and it seems like you're supposed to go between its legs or something like that. The chair is empty, and there's some ruins and debris across. And at the end of the room, you can see a chain, like this wheel that should be turned and raise a portcullis. You believe the prison is right outside it, right, like the other on the other side.
Okay.
Maybe I'll just like give you guys the wait here thing, and
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna walk in.
Okay, you walk in.
I don't like it when he rolls when I do stuff. Involuntary. Oh God.
So you have a weird feeling as if the statue is looking at you, like its eyes are kind of following you as you enter the room. But other than that, nothing happens.
Okay. I'll just start walking over to the portcullis. I'm gonna scan the room, though. I'm clearly terrified, but I'm gonna hide it.
Okay, so you walk towards the portcullis, and at this point, as you approach the portcullis, this boulder that you see in the middle of the room, kind of transforms into a frost giant. He is shedding a cloak that resembles stone. It falls to his feet, and he simply stands there with his vicious-looking axe.
This is a frost giant, not a stone giant.
Yeah, a frost giant. This
I
pile
think a tree
of
marker.
this pile of rubble also turns out to be a frost giant hiding beneath a cloak
Crap.
that moves. And at this point, the two double doors start to close with the
Of
group
course.
on this area.
I run inside.
Yeah,
Everybody
same.
runs inside.
We get stuck in the middle and get cut in half.
So, initiative, and then we'll see who walks inside and who remains outside.
I got
8 for me, for Eileen.
Okay, Eileen with
15.
8.
50.
12.
15 with Quarian. And the rest
I got 8 as well.
8 for Peleus. And the rest?
12.
And the rest with 12. Who am I missing? Galen is not here. Quarian, 1, 2, 4. Okay, I have everyone. 2 giants. Oh my god.
Aren't you
Damn
happy
it.
you didn't stay in the ship now, Andorus?
There's another.
Yeah,
All these
There's another.
giants you have here.
Super fantastic. I was isn't a Dreamwalker a stone giant?
Yes, you believe that it is.
Okay. All right. That
Don't
Don't
motherfucker
worry,
lied
he's
to me.
behind the portcullis.
No,
And-
he's busy holding the ceiling.
And the door.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That sounds good.
Okay, so Quarian, you managed to slick inside the room, and the door shuts behind Peleus and Eileen. They are on the other side.
So it's just you and me, Quarian?
And
Yeah.
two
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 against
stone
this.
giants. At this
We got
point, the portcullis opens and
Oh.
Vifir Stormtalon steps in, holding Galen like a puppet in his hand, and he looks at his two soldiers and says, "Off with their heads!" Now,
Galen.
Enderist, I needed to make an Arcana check.
20.
Okay. With a 20, you believe that the statue that you have passed
Is controlled by the
is
crown.
can be controlled by the crown.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I figured. How close is Quarian to me?
As close as you want him to be.
Oh, you're not gonna put the crown on him, are you?
Within 30 feet? I have to. I don't have a choice here.
Are you putting a crown on me?
Not you. Yeah, that would be actually really funny. Yeah.
Okay.
I just need.
I can give you
I
I can give you the bar. Give you like an extra 1d8.
Okay.
So I have another idea, but
Sure.
So the giants apparently act first. So one of them charges you, Quarian, with his huge axe.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? We'll do it differently. He simply picks one of the boulders on this pile from this pile and throws it at you. The other one will charge at Enderist. So a boulder. Ooh! Oh my God, that's not nice. Dun, ta-da. No, I can't pull it. Okay, that's a natural 20.
Yeah, we believe you.
We believe you. Yeah, that's gonna be really, really messy. Like,
I just wanna
like,
check
No,
a
I don't
spell
have
here.
enough dice. What should I do?
like really, really messy.
In terms of how many pieces of me are scattered around.
Yeah. So doubling the dice, but not the bonus, right?
That's the modifier.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay.
It's an action. Shoot.
Okay, that sounds bad.
Yes.
Well, we have some good berries at least.
Remember that one game where I had a? Oh, yeah.
2 good berries, so you get 2 hit points by eating them.
Stop rolling those damn dice.
Yeah.
Unless he gets like one shot.
And he needs his calculator.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this
Thought you were
by
saying
hand.
that.
So that's
To the power of 15.
Don't forget to press the square root. It's
yeah.
You could have done it in roll 20 instead. Then it would add it up for you.
Okay, so that's a total of 49 points of damage. As the stone kind of poof, hits you dead on. So all you
Okay.
see is Quarian beneath a huge stone. Like whack.
Corin's last thought was, I should have stayed at the.
Okay. Enderist, the other stone giant, simply attacks you with his axe. And his first swing is hitting AC 18.
Mm-hmm.
Does it
That's
hit?
enough.
That's enough.
Oh yeah,
Okay, so he hits 4.
enough to put me unconscious, I'm sure.
Oh, that's not that bad. It's 18 plus 6. It's 24, right?
I'm at
Yes.
0.
Okay, 0 is great.
You're at
The
0?
Yeah.
first ring though.
I have 24 hit
Wow.
points.
Okay,
Wow.
so
Sorcerers.
Yeah.
you both go
Not
down.
meant for fighting.
Okay, so you both go down. And now it is Quarian's turn to make a death save.
Failed it.
Failed. Okay, so 1 down.
Yep.
I heard nailed it.
And now it's,
I heard.
it's Ender's turn to roll a 20 and save the day.
If he hit
Nope.
exactly 0, then he's stable.
Oh, you're
Oh,
stable.
I'm stable?
Okay,
Oh, okay.
that's
Yeah.
fun.
But I'm not at
It's
1.
it's only if you get below 0 you have to roll. At least that's how I remember it.
But how does he have a chance to kind of pop up
doesn't.
again? Okay,
He does.
okay.
That
He just
make
doesn't
sense.
bleed to death.
I'm gonna roll
he
anyways.
He just has to roll at 1d4 to see how many hours it takes before he gets 1 hit point.
Okay, Peleus, it's your turn now. All you hear behind those doors is the two frost giants screaming. This big crash as a boulder hits something. You can hear Quarian's voice, "Ruh!" And then Anderist says something incomprehensible as he drops as well. So your friends are in trouble there. Oh, friends.
So each of these squares is what, 5 feet
10 feet.
or
10.
10 feet? Oh, God.
10 feet.
So
We're
across
pretty
the room
close to the
it's
doors.
like, I don't know, like 200
Yeah, we would be close.
or something.
No, but forget the exact measurements. Like, tell me what you want to do. And
I
Open the
will
door.
cast a fog cloud centered on
so
The
Brian
doors are
Skeleton.
closed.
yeah, the doors
Wait,
are currently. Yeah, they're closed.
They're alone.
Is this door like the other doors? Can they squeeze underneath it?
So I'm not sure what we decided last time. I think this is a prison door, so no, it's probably a
Okay.
good solid door.
What's a good battering ram animal?
Rhinoceros.
Oh, I actually do have a rhinoceros. So,
Who's holding the
Poor
vial?
Ayaz. No, I guess we would have left that outside the door, like
Yeah.
because it was
Let me investigate this crazy
the
room. with
bard
this
and the
vial.
druid, and the bard wouldn't have been able to carry it in by himself.
Okay.
right.
So it's outside the door.
Are we leaving it with the old man?
So
It's a restorative potion, by the way.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kind
ice.
of,
Yeah.
I bet you a single drop will do it.
You know what? I have no better ideas to open this door than your rhinoceros ideas. So I'm actually gonna do it. I will
That's
turn
amazing.
into a rhinoceros.
okay.
And so first I move back 20 feet so that I take a few steps back, and then I am charging at the door.
Okay.
That's epic.
And
Just
do I
epic.
have to
Make a
roll?
strength athletics check as you kind of push with all your might.
What's the strength of a rhino?
He'll know.
21?
Yeah.
Million.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What does it look like when you turn into a rhino?
Oh.
And that's
Ooh,
a
damn.
25.
Yeah.
Quit.
Okay.
A crit.
Oh.
Natural crit.
Yes.
Yes.
So the door explodes,
Awesome.
right?
Yeah, exactly. So
Oh.
this is like a well engineered roll. So you transform into this huge beast, crashing into the double doors. They simply crack open from the might of the impact. So you allow enough space for your friends to go inside, and you do see both Quarian and Enderist are down, with the frost giants kind of approaching to pick them up. But this doesn't happen yet. So, anything else you want to do on your turn? So that was an
No,
action and a move, right?
yeah.
So, okay, great. Eileen.
I mean, that was great that I smashed the door, but
Yes.
you guys are still kind of dying, so.
Yeah. I'm going to get in just in range of who's the closest to me. Let's say Anderist or Quarian. Who's the closest?
It would be Quarian, I think. He followed it
Yep.
behind and rest.
All right.
Correct.
Then I get it just as close as I can to Quarian, and I cast Healing Word
Okay.
on him.
Eileen, also in addition, you and Peleus, you can make perception checks as you kind of barge and kind of sweep the room. Well, you don't have to. So yeah, you all kind of see the inside of the prison here, and indeed you can see a lot of roots and leaves and woody things.
Ooh.
So you believe the whatever treant or tree is still in there. Okay. So Eileen, you've cast Healing Ward on Quarian or Enderist?
Yes. On Quarian.
Okay.
If he's yeah. And then I'm going to, I think I should probably use, I'm going to use sorcery points. Crap. Sorry, I'm taking so long.
No, that's
Second
fine.
level is 3 points.
Storm
And I'm going to
Talon.
cast.
Storm Talon looks at you and says, "Well, here is a test of your might. You will fall and crumble like the walls of Waterdeep."
I say, okay, as I cast a mirror image on myself as well.
Okay, poof. So there are 4 or 6 Eleens. Great. The giant thorn will squeeze through the opening, or at least will spend his turn trying to, and he seems to be trying to reach Anderist. And he says something in giant, Eileen. You believe he's saying something, I'm willing!
Mm-hmm. Well, then get your ass up here, old man.
The giants...
If an old woman can do it.
Yes, so
Yeah.
the giants, the frost giants, one of them picks another boulder and throws it at Thorn. But with a 2, he only managed to crack even further the doors, allowing the old giant to kind of fall into the room. The other one, he's having a hard time choosing between the elderly giant and the rest of you. He chooses to go for Eileen because there is no honor in attacking an old man. A little bit more honor in attacking an old woman. So he will come at you, hitting armor class 14.
It has to. Does it have to hit my duplicates first?
I don't know
does
how it
anybody
works.
know?
I think it's if it hits, then you have to roll if it's an image or not.
Okay. Well, my AC is 19.
19.
Yeah.
Okay. So wait. Each time a creature targets you with an attack during the spell, roll a d20 to determine whether the attack instead targets one of your duplicates. The duplicate's AC is 10 plus your dexterity modifier. So
they got 12, so that one of them got hit if...
yeah. And so I think one of your duplicates is destroyed.
All right.
Okay?
Poof.
Amazing. So you have how many duplicates left?
I believe it was...
3.
Isn't it 3 in all?
Oh, 2.
3
Okay.
illusory duplicates. So I got 2 left.
Great. Okay, so saved by one of your duplicates, and the frost giant shouts, "Wizardry, Storm Talon!" And
Oh shit.
Storm Talon kind of waves his hands and says, "Yes, yes."
I counter a spell.
Okay. So,
Nice.
Yes, counterspell.
So actually, yes, we are at your turn. So
It's actually
It's a reaction.
a reaction. So how does it work, countering a spell?
If it's 3rd level or lower, you counter it, right?
Yeah.
It just disappears.
If it is, you have to, and then with a DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a success, the spell fails, and
So
I thought it countered everything. It's like low-level spells automatically.
Yeah.
yeah,
level or
it's further lower, it'll be counted anyway.
Okay.
And it's not that hard to counter higher level spells if you have a good ability modifier.
Okay. But as a bard, I get a +1 right now.
+1.
Yeah, I get the half my proficiency down the ability because of the jack of all trades as well.
I couldn't hear what you were saying. It was a few words here and there.
The jack of the bard is you add
Still can't hear it.
to everything.
You're breaking up a lot.
Yeah, it's cutting off a lot. Sorry.
okay, so he's casting a Dispel Magic, and Dispel Magic is a 3rd level spell.
I'm sorry.
Listening to him too.
He's casting Dispel Magic, and Dispel Magic is a 3rd level spell.
Oh,
So it's
okay. Who's he casting it on? Actually.
On Aline.
Oh, for the mirror image.
Yes.
So it's
okay.
the spell. So you countered it, right?
I can counter it. The question is, should I counter it?
Well, it's kind of a meta perspective, right? I mean, you see him casting a spell. Do you counter it or not? Would be my
That's true. Yeah.
question.
Okay. But anyway, I think I get to act before him, right? Or is it
it's-
his turn before mine?
If it's a reaction, then I think you're fine, right? Otherwise, counter spell will never work.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a
No.
reaction.
What?
Yeah. It's a reaction.
Okay.
Okay, I just wanted to check: is his action? Does his turn come up before Aquarian's?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll counter his spell.
Okay. So how does it work exactly? Just
If because it's a 3rd level spell, it just gets countered.
is it like a bard specific ability or a wizard? I never
No,
encountered counter
it's a
spell.
Counter
spell.
spell?
Yeah.
It's a
It's a
3rd level
spell.
spell.
Oh, it's a spell. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
We're good.
The
Great.
only limit on it is range. He has to be within 60 feet.
Oh, that's fine. I said
So-
that. Yeah, we're
yeah.
not. I won't.
My players use it against me all the time when I'm trying to be so rude.
Oh, this is so cool. Okay.
None of my players have ever taken counter spell,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
and it's so sad because they don't realize how powerful it is.
Yes.
It is so good. Like
Amazing.
Yes, oh, I have this really good spell. Counterspell. Damn it. I have this
So-
really good.
Yep.
No, counterspell.
Damn it.
Storm Talon is targeting Aline with his spell, and suddenly this wall of magical power breaks his concentration, and he kind of shaking himself, looking at you, Quarian, with surprise and respect. So you kind of stand and, you shall not pass.
Cool. Okay, if you only knew how many hit points I have.
And Aquarian isn't really standing as he's doing that. More like trying to crawl on from under the boulder all broken and bloody.
Yeah, that's fine. Quarian, this is a reaction, but I think you can still do an action and move. Probably not casting a spell.
Help me.
Help
Oh
you?
my
Help
God.
me. Good berries.
Okay, you're okay. Over to Andrew. How far is he from me?
Close enough.
You were within 30 feet.
To walk over, he'll stand into some cover. Because I'm not going to.
So you're breaking up a lot. Can you repeat that?
I want to walk over to Andrist,
Yes.
cast a spell, and walk away to cover. Is that something that I can do with his distance?
I think you can, but I'm not sure you can cast 2 spells in one round.
You can if the second one is a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
Or,
Yeah.
right?
Really?
I don't. I think that's only during your turn. I don't think it counts for your action.
Right, you're right.
So
I'm
I'm pretty
not
sure you can cast a normal spell. At least I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
It's only as a bonus action you can't cast 2 first level or higher spells like an action and a bonus action.
Right.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's right. Like, yeah.
So this is what I do. I'll walk over to Cure Light. 1d8 plus 4.
Come on, roll an 8. Roll an 8.
You got a 9.
Okay. 9 in
And
total.
to somewhere
Thank you.
over in.
Okay, great. So Quarian has countered the spell and healed Andorest, which is up, who is up and can act. So what does Andorest do?
And by up, you mean I'm still lying on the ground playing possum. So I want to do 2 easy things. So Thorn is near me, right?
Yes.
So I'm picturing the ground as to be somewhat glassy ice.
Mhm.
So I'm going to take that potion of polymorph and I'm going to telepathically tell him, this is your chance, and I'm going to slide it over to him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take the crown out of my bag,
Mhm.
and I'm going to look at Quarian, because I'm going to need
Mhm.
your mind here. I'm going to telepathically link with you, and I'm going to communicate with him as I put it on, what I'm going through, what I'm experiencing, what I'm feeling, and I'm going to open myself up to whatever advice that you can give me while I make this saving throw.
Okay, I wait until my turn because I can't.
That's okay. It's on my turn. You can talk to me. So I know you can't give me bardic inspiration, but
Okay,
I talked to Ito about this before.
all right.
I just need your knowledge, and I'm going to put the crown on my head, very dramatically, naturally.
While still playing dead.
Okay. So
Well, some epic Metallica music plays in the background or something. I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to look Storm Talon right in the eyes, and I'm going to put that crown on my head while I'm communicating with
awesome.
with Quarian, and turn to stone and make a third character. Because that's what's going to happen, right? So make my, what is it? It's a
It's a 4.
We can't all fail our saves repeatedly. Come on.
intelligence saving throw. Is that right,
Yes.
Ito?
Yes.
Does an 18 work?
We'll soon find out.
How powerful is this?
We will soon find out. In the meantime, Thorn grabs the bottle that you have kind of slid to him, quaffs it, and something happens to him. He starts.
Yeah, so this will be interesting.
Yeah. So do you have any ideas as to what he should be transforming into? It's a beast.
So what's his challenge? Well, it's a creature. You can turn into anything.
It
No,
could be
it's
a dragon,
beast.
I think.
It's a beast.
No,
Oh.
it has to be a beast.
Yeah.
All right, and then
What?
a
That's not what
dinosaur.
the spell says. Let me just. What's going on here?
I'm looking for something interesting, but I don't-
Giant ape.
What's his challenge rating?
8.
I've got
I can tell you all the beast shapes for
Yeah.
CR8.
Yeah.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yep.
Yeah, that should be
Okay. If that's a thing, then he turns into this crazy lizard-like creature, a dragon without wings, basically, and he lunges straight at Storm Talon.
I've got its stats here if you want.
So yeah, please make an attack roll.
Oh, okay.
So wait a
Two
minute.
attacks.
Wait with the attack. It's like he's after Peleus and Elin, so I want to give them
Okay.
an action. But you are with the crown on your head, with Quarian whispering words of arcane knowledge as he guides you through this maze of stone and psychic power that kind of tries to crack open your skull. So, Peleus, what do you do?
Turn into another dinosaur.
Yeah.
well, I don't have that many beast shapes. So crossing the room will take me several turns, right?
No. You can basically run and attack one of the giants, no problem. They have a closed distance, so they're close to your friends.
And who is currently in possession of the vial?
I think you are.
That's
Well,
it's outside of the door.
It's probably on the ground.
Okay.
So if you want to grab the vial and bolt to the other side, I will allow it. You can basically take it with your mouth and simply charge ahead. So the two giants will probably not be able to reach you, maybe. And we might do let's say like one attack of opportunity for fun. But you'll be able to kind of cross the room and reach very close to the portcullis.
Yeah, okay. I'm how does the mechanism on the portcullis work? Is it
So if you've
do
broken,
you raise it or do you lower it?
no, you raise it. But if you've broken through two stone doors, like you'll be able to knock down that portcullis.
Okay, yeah, so I'm doing exactly that then. I will grab the vial with my mouse and I will charge at the portcullis, and yeah, if I can reach it, I will definitely headbutt it. And
Okay, so make an attack roll. Sorry, not an attack roll. Make another strength athletics check as you ram yourself against this second door. So all you see is this huge Rhinoceros kind of cross the room and headbangs the portcullis. This is a 10.
yeah, just a 10 this time.
Okay, so you smack right into it. Make a let's see, roll 2d10 for me. Basically, trying to damage the portcullis. You weren't able to force it open. So with 13, you kind of bend the bars a little bit, and Storm Talon is trying to prevent you from going through it. But then Thorn is all over him, so he'll be busy. So Peleus, do you believe that like another attack like this and the portcullis will be down? Any other thing you want to do?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so you do see when you stand there, you do see the roots of the treant as they kind of spread all around that room. And you believe that really, if you just bring down the portcullis, you'll be able to pour the potion all over it.
Okay,
Elin.
that sounds good.
Yeah. Elin, you're muted, probably.
Oh, sorry. I want to run up to Storm Talon, the caster's face,
Yes.
Ooh.
and I'm going to cast. I'll cast Scorching Ray. I want to Scorching Ray his face.
Okay.
Off.
This is awesome. So you point and poof, flame erupts.
The first one is 24 for 8 fire damage.
Okay.
Oh man, I should be reading these spells. 3 rays. Okay. The second one is 24 again
Nice.
for 4,
Amazing.
Nice.
and 16 for 8. fire
Yes,
damage.
all of them go right in.
Nice.
Burn the flesh of the frost giant who shouts in pain. Anything else you want to do?
No, I'm just yelling the entire time.
Okay. So at this point, Enderist, Brian, make an attack roll for Thorn.
All right, so Thorn charges across the room and he's going for Storm Talon, and he's got a bite and a tail. So the bite is 17 and the tail is 16.
Okay, both hit.
The bite does 12, 20, 35, 42 damage.
Okay.
Wow.
And the tail does 14.
Awesome. So all you see is a mess as the frost giant topples down with this dinosaur on top of it. So everyone, don't go to Chult. Very dangerous place, I've heard.
Kidding.
And the road is open for you, Peleus, because they both kind of stumble back, and crash down near the portcullis. So Storm Talon won't interfere when you try to pass through it, Peleus. Okay, so we are back to the giants. Storm Talon will try to smack the dinosaur. He will hit one swing with a 26 to hit, and both of them probably. The T-Rex is very easy to hit, so that's not a problem. Yeah. Damage wise, he will do. You know what? I'll use average damage simply to save some time. It will be 50 total from 2 swings.
5-0.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Damn.
He's still up. He's got 136 hit points.
Yeah. But he's still prone, as the T-Rex is on top of him. The 2 storm giants, one of them will try and bash Peleus with a boulder, and he hits armor class. That's +9, so it's 23.
Yeah, that
Yeah, you know
does
that.
Yeah.
It's for effect. So this is 5, it's 12, 17 plus 7, that's 24 plus 6, that's 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
Okay.
Wow.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he
probably
shrugs
dead.
it off.
Yeah,
I'm
nothing.
alright.
Yeah, I'm alright.
The other one looks around and spots Eileen with her scorching ray, and he tries to hit you, but you have your what's how it's called, the mirror image. So you need to roll,
I have to roll
and tell me if it hits.
It should be. Yep, it's higher than an 8. So
Okay,
it
so
hits it.
it's his first hit hits one of the mirror images and it goes down. The second swing, you need to roll again, I think.
Yeah.
And you only have one left, right?
Yeah. And I have to get higher than. Well, it's probably not 18, because I got 18.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last mirror image is gone, right?
All right.
Okay, so very useful spell. So this giant kind of waves his axe around, but hits only air, and he's kind of frustrated about it. And he shouts again, "Storm Talon!" And Storm Talon says, "Yes, busy."
Did Storm Talon walk away from me?
He fell down when the T-Rex kind of attacked it.
Okay, cool. He's prone.
Yep. Quarian, you are up.
Okay, can you tell me where the giants are pretty much? So I can catch them like 30 foot. Is it possible or are they too far?
No, they're too far.
Can I catch 2 of them?
Maybe you can catch Storm Talon and the one throwing boulders.
Okay, let's do that then.
Okay.
I want to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute, but I'm going to catch everybody else. Just every creature. No, that's a bad idea. Sorry. Okay, just a minute. Okay, I'll go for the easier ones. I'll cast Dissonant Whispers on the guy who is throwing the boulders right now.
Okay.
Okay, he is do saving throw, wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
Failed, I think. Yes.
All right. Oh my god. He got 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, terrible throw. And he immediately must
You're gone.
allows away from me.
Okay. Great. So he takes a few steps back, clutching its head. And at this point, yes. Anything else, Quarian?
Yeah, I'm going to use my move action to drink a healing potion.
Okay. At this point,
Anybody know?
2 things happen.
It's an action.
Enderist, your turn is up. So you, the crown is sitting on your head. But at this very moment, Peleus, who is very close to you in initiative order, gets to make his final charge at the Portocalis. So Peleus.
Okay, great. Should I just roll damage for my charge attack, or?
If you want that, you can do that, or you can simply roll another strength check to force it open, however you want.
Okay, so that's 28 damage on the charge attack.
Okay, great. So the Portocalis is down, and you rush forward. What do you do when you see this giant?
Yeah, I would just want to keep charging and smash the bile on the tree end, if that's possible.
Okay, so you smash the bottle on the tree end. And the rest is eyes are kind of rolled up, and he's shaking, with Quarian kind of half helping him, half trying to like not fall into this abyss that Andrest is wandering off in. Eileen is with her fire on the giant, who is down with a T-Rex on his throat. There's one giant who used to throw boulders, but he's now kind of taking a step back, and the one that hits Eileen and kind of destroyed all her mirror image is still up, looking menacingly down at her. And at this point, you all hear the trumpets of Waterdeep.
Of what?
The trumpets of Waterdeep.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, sorry, we discussed our plan for too long, I think. Already made it to Waterdeep.
Yeah.
And with this, we'll end
Yeah,
it for
fine.
tonight.
Son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
Wow.
That's a good end.
I'm gonna spend 2 weeks wondering.
No, don't wonder. Make another character, man.
Just a quick question. Did Galen get eaten by the T-Rex as he was being held by that guy out here unconscious as the T-Rex attacked, or is he thrown in the corner somewhere?
So
forgotten
yeah,
by
you were thrown to the corner, and in the next session we'll know what happens to you, because something happened to you. I'll probably tell you like privately in
Yes, I'll start making my next character.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Just make 2 while you're at it.
two? I already have 5 backups ready. I need another one. That's like 5 backups. I could go through those in like half a session.
Awesome. Great.
I wonder
So
how much XP those giants are worth.
yeah,
Not enough.
not enough.
One thing that's kind of interesting about polymorph, polymorph is not like a druid shape changing. It also changes the mental abilities to that of what it changed into.
Oh,
giant
yeah.
is
You keep your
like-
personality though.
Yeah, he's an old grumpy grandfather
T-Rex.
dinosaur with an intelligence of 2 or whatever it has.
Exactly.
And a
But-
limp.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he's limping
Yeah.
because he's old.
Let's see. Oh yeah, T-Rex has an intelligence of 2, so it
Right.
might not be able to, recognize us.
Yeah,
if
it just
it
retains
survives.
alignment every time. Yeah, if it's arrived, which I highly doubt. I mean, it's taken a lot of damage.
It's always like 1/3 of the way down or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And soon there will be a stone giant statue controlled by
Hopefully.
Anarist.
Or another
Totally
stone statue in the room.
Yeah, I know. Anarist is totally MVP this session. Even though he was the
No,
most cowardly,
I'm
also
the one who
backstabbing
screwed you guys
people.
over.
Yes.
I think
Then I've got knocked unconscious. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think
No, no, you
Peleus
got- you
opening
got
the
it.
doors was the real star of the day.
Yeah, that
Peleus
one also
saved the
helped,
day
yeah.
for
Yeah. Yeah, but you got the old
You're
giant.
good in my books now, Peleus.
And you got the old giant on our side. Well,
When
the
you
first
guys
side,
were down, you didn't
avoided all
even
the
know.
traps, got the potion without any problems, made an actual plan.
That we're not doing, right?
They don't survive first
Look
contact.
at the pretty colors. That was like, oh, pretty colors. But but hey,
Oh,
again, I wouldn't have helped in this fight. I'm just, a farmer.
You got good berries. You could have healed us.
Right.
Going and stuffing people food while they are
Oh yeah,
fighting.
that's let me
berries
bring you some berries from my farm. That's what you got.
Okay, so 2 weeks and we'll know how this ends.
Okay.
Alright, hold on
Look
a
into
second. Hold on a second. Just let me check something here.
Daylight savings problems again in 2 weeks.
Is it?
Are we?
Yes.
Are we? Also, that's
We
really,
are.
really close to our due date. So,
Oh.
James, I'll ask James to keep you guys informed if I am or not around. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
But we might
Damn,
want
it's been 9
to.
months
We might want to wait. Like.
Well,
so-
I don't know.
so-
Our due date is November 6th, and it's more than likely that
So it's
she
it's
will
a
be
test
late,
of
so-
manhood. It's a test of manhood. How soon after delivery you are allowed to play?
Yeah,
Okay?
can I play?
Yeah.
I'll
So-
tell her how important it is.
Listen, man. This will determine the entire future of your relationship. This single moment. Like, do you play 3 hours after delivery? If you do, you're like
That's right.
set for
That's
life. Like,
That's right.
Trust me. I know.
I
what
might
I'm
be
saying.
single, but I'll be set for life.
So yeah, keep us informed because it's important. I think like we all
Yeah.
want to know what happens. So
Yeah, like I said, she's not due until the 6th, and it's probably going to be late. That, like, statistically, if it's not on time, it'll be late because it's a first child. So
okay, we'll
it
talk.
should be fine.
Yeah, as long only good health, and I hope it
Yeah.
will be easier for you, and everything will be fine. And take it easy.
Thanks. Well, hopefully, I see you guys in 2 weeks, and then we can do this again.
Yes. Thank you, guys. Good night.
All right. Bye, guys. Good night.
All right. Good night.
Good night, guys.